we're cut for time. I just want to agree with the two motions that have been put forward and thank the speakers and the movers of the motions. They're very important motions. I want to say quite categorically that CIE, which, pardon the pun, is the kind of the transport engine around the country, that there is no plans in any way for the sale of CIE, so I support the motion. In general, the whole area of transport has been restricted by the capital situation we've been left in by the country, but we have had some notable successes. There is plans, as people are aware, to integrate and bring together the Luas lines, and also we have put serious capital investment into the fleet of buses across the country, which was totally necessary, and I fought very hard to ensure. We also have made more progress in the whole area of smarter travel than the Greens did in 4 years in government. There's a large amount of capital there for the next number of years. The bike scheme in Dublin is one of the most successful in the world, and we're hoping to roll it out to the rest of the cities in the country. We've had real-time passenger signs put up in Dublin, and they're going out in Cork, and there will be in other cities. We've had success with the use of technology, phone apps and other forms of technology as well. And of course, after 8 years of waiting for the other lads, we finally brought in the Leap card after 8 months. And I'm glad to tell delegates that over 2.5 million journeys have been made using the Leap card. There's 80,000 cards in circulation, way ahead of schedule. About 2,000 a week are being sold. We have a cities infrastructure programme that has been rolled out and will be rolled out over the next 4 years. And I was glad to put a large investment into the city of Galway here, which I know my colleague Derek Nolan was very happy with. In the area of rural transport, and it has been mentioned earlier, my plan is to look at the whole integration of rural transport services, HSE non-acute and school transport services. Two of those areas I'm not specifically in charge of. However, I'm working with my colleagues in government to try and see how greater integration can be brought about, not just for savings, but to ensure there's even more services. I come from rural Ireland. I know there isn't services in rural Ireland that meets the requirements. So we need to use what is there, integrated better, to produce better results. My colleague Sean has referred to the taxi industry, which is being cleaned up, and I want to say something about this. We've got to support the ordinary, decent taxi driver, the hard-working, full-time taxi driver who deserves our support, and for an industry that has absolutely been left go to a shambles on the previous administration. Finally, I just want to say that in relation to Shannon Airport, I do support the motion. I'm glad it has been referred back and an agreement have come between the delegates. I think the spirit of the motion is what we were all referring to. Shannon Airport is something very close to my heart. It's something that has been absolutely let down by previous administrations, and the government is working towards developing a solution for Shannon Airport, but it has to remain in state ownership. Thank you, fellow delegates. I'd ask you to support the motions, including the referred back. Thank you.